Well, here we go. This is going to be very controversial. Um, I watched a video the other evening, and it's I think it was called Will They Listen? And it was about this guy, Meyer, that has been this UFO person since the 40s. Took all these pictures of these UFOs, etc., and has been putting this stuff out. Well, in the video was saying that he had all these premonitions, or they were giving him all this information in the 40s, but you can't release it until the 70s. Do not, and they're dictating to him, do not do this until this time, is what he was saying. And, but watching it, you put it out in the 70s, when John F. Kennedy was taken out, his brother was taken out, and basically they were saying, yeah, they were taken out for a reason. Well, to make a long story shorter, looking at it, it's really the evil angel's agenda. Okay. Now, I have to say, I have met some of these, one of these walk-ins. This was a person, older guy. I know them in Hawaii when I lived there. And the story he tells is he was in a plane that caught on fire. He had two options. There was no parachute. Either he jumped or he went down with the plane. Well, he jumped, and halfway down, this being contacted him and said, I can save your life, but you have to let me have access to you. He said, okay. Next thing you know, he was on the ground. He was quite fine. Nothing happened. He was a walk-in. Okay. And he tried to pull me into their agenda. I met some of these ones. They were living in this apartment up there, and I saw actually go into this closet and disappear. Okay. They were there 1 second, the next second went into this thing and just gone. Okay. I saw them eating rotten meat. I kid you not. And they were trying to, because I had been in this order, it was called Holy Order of Nuns, and they had apparently contacted a number of people there, because we have, many of us had Kundalini awakenings. We had this energy, and we have this, and so they tried to pull me into this thing and saying, oh, you've been chosen, and you're supposed to start a new order, and all of this drama. They try to affect ego, pull you into some ego thing, ego affirming, oh, you're this, and then they were trying to say, oh, Christ was not, he was a hologram, and all this nonsense. And I said, oh no, oh hell no. And they got a call in the middle of the night to get me out of there. Don't let me come near there. He said, her type has killed many of our people. You can't have her in there. So they got a call in the middle of the night from England, from some of their people in England, to get me out of there now. Because they couldn't convert me to this nasty negative agenda that they are perpetrating, which they have perpetrated now through the evangelicals, the evil angels' agenda. Okay? This is from the dark side. And what they were saying in this video, Will They Listen, is that these, you have the ones like Trump in office, and they say, oh no, you can't fight against Russia. You have to buddy pal Russia. And then we are going to have, what was it he's saying? Oh yes, we're going to have the civil wars here. We're going to have another civil war here. So, in sitting there saying what needs to take place. They are promoting the evil angel agenda and making it sound as if they are the beings of light. Now again, Bible talks about this, and I don't like to get into a lot of biblical prophecy and stuff because of things have been so skewed. But like I said, I have met some of these walk-ins. I have met some of these ones running this agenda. Now, I'm not saying all of the aliens are bad. They have, like anything else, they have those that are out for our benefit and those that are not. Well, the ones this guy is dealing with are not for our benefit. Okay? Like I said, I have met them personally. Oh, one thing I did, he wanted to kill me. He had this big, huge crystal. I forget what it was called. Was it called illusion? I forget what it was called. I took it and smashed it. I've had a few people that wanted to really do me in. I took a guy's drugs that he had stolen worth over $1 million on the street and flushed them all down the toilet. Okay, so you're not having this crap. Yeah. Really, it's only by grace that I'm still here. There have been a number of people when I've stood up against them and they really wanted to do me in, but they had no power to do it. Okay, so I have been very fortunately protected by the universe and the powers that be to remain here. But be that as it may, watching that video and then they were keying up all these things, it really hit with what they are trying to do, to set up for civil war, to set up, and they said, eventually we'll come out of it though, but really, why are they trying to promote this evil angel, evil angelical thing with Russia and these superpowers? Okay, you should make nice with Russia. You should, and then again promoting this civil war. And now this is where so many of these deep, dark conspiracy theorists are getting stuff from. Okay, it's feeding them stuff about civil war, about these agendas. Okay. Now, like I said, there's nothing to fear in it because light will always win out over darkness, no matter how much the darkness and shadow wants to try to skew things to make it appear as if it is light. Okay? If you hold to your center and you don't give way to these things, okay, you will be fine. We will be fine. But looking at that, I could see it was ingenious the way they were twisting these things and making it out 180 degrees away from what it is. Like Trump tries to do. Oh, this is a lynching and I'm so innocent and they're doing this and they're just, and he's got people to believe him. And we know, most of us know it's a big con. He's dark, he's dirty, he's always been dirty. Okay? But there are people that buy into this. Okay. So that's why I thought, well, I don't know, this is really controversial. Do I talk on this? Do I not? But I'm going to bring it forward. I have to. It's light. I have to bring it forward. Okay? Because these people, if you listen to it, you think, these ones are, they're out for our benefit. Well, not all of them are. Okay? This is, again, not to say that all of them are evil. No. I was watching also the other program that was really good. I like it. It's about the psychic children. They don't know what to do with it. They're seeing dead people. They're seeing, and they're freaking out. They don't know how to handle it. And one of them had these demonic presences that were trying to latch onto her, they were in the house that they had, and they followed them. They moved and they followed them to another house. And she didn't know how to deal with it. And it's like I've always said, and like he tells them, fear is your worst enemy. If you do not give these things entrance, they have nowhere to go. Okay? You just have to be firm and say, you need to leave. It's not about arguing, taunting them. You don't do that. You just say, leave. That's it. You give them no entrance. You give them no play. You give them no energy. Okay? And they will go find somewhere else to go feed on. These dark spirits, dark energies, these ones that have left the form, whether they're demonic and they've never been in human form, or whether it's one that's been in human form and wants to latch on and bleed your energy dry because they, through people that are doing drugs or doing alcohol or sex or whatever, they get they're like codependent. You know what I mean? They latch on to their energy and they feed through their energy because they are doing the things that they no longer have a form to do themselves. Okay? So they latch on. They like suck the energy. They're energy vampires. They suck and bleed you dry. Now we can have also energy vampires that are embodied. If you have somebody that gets around you, and every time they get around you, you start feeling depleted, it's an energy vampire. They bleed, they suck off of other people's energy. Okay? Get them out of your life. You don't need that. You know, go get your fill elsewhere. Okay? You just don't engage them. Okay? Just don't engage them. Give them no play. Give them no entrance. Because every little inch you give them, they'll take a mile. Okay? So, again, those are the ones that you say, you know, you need to go. We're not playing this. Okay? Homie, don't play. Homie is not playing this, okay? You need to go. So again, you know, those are some of the things. Some people, I have had people that say, oh, I went to this guru, they have access, and you close it out. You close it down. You don't engage in those things that open those doors. Okay? And you be very clear and tell it to go. Yes, it's that simple. You just don't buy into it because they feed, you know, these negative energies, especially this demonic presence, that type of thing, they feed off of negativity and fear. Fear is a big one. They love it. If you get fear going, you've got this energy going. They suck and bleed it dry. Okay? So you don't give them access to it. Okay? These are things you learn along the way if you've done a really intense path, because you will have those things that are if it's something that's a mental projection that's from you, okay, you can tell it to go or whatever, and it's not going to go anywhere because it's your own mental drama you're dealing with that you have got to get to the seed of it, okay? Once you get to the seed of it, then it's gone, okay? If it's something from external to you, you tell it to leave, it has to leave, okay? So that's the difference. If it's a fear-mounted mental projection, and if you are doing a very intense path, you will encounter that, your own projections, your own fears, your own drama that you collected through lifetimes. They will project and you will have to deal with it, okay? Again, it's something that you give it no energy and it will dissipate. you look at it point blank for what it is, recognize it is a projection and give it no energy, then it has to dissipate and be gone. If it's an externalized something that's coming, whether it's disembodied, a ghost energy still hanging around, ones that sometimes they don't know they're dead, or sometimes it's they want to try to prove something, or they don't want to let go of what was there for whatever reason. They're still hanging around. You can help them to the light and tell them to go. Okay? There's a doorway there, call your relatives that have passed on before. They'll come and help you to move forward, but you need to move forward. You need to, depart. Okay? That's that. And again, like I said, even if it's this very dark, and I have had to deal with the little entities that people have collected, and they can sound very, very nasty, growling and spitting and threatening and all the play that they do. Okay, if you know absolutely that there is light and that the darkness has nothing, and you have no fear of it, one finger, the third eye, boom, and it's gone. It's like takes all the wind out of their cells very rapidly. It's like taking a pin and popping a balloon. Okay. Okay. So again, this is why I keep saying, and this is why Christ kept saying, there's nothing to fear. Have no fear. If you have the faith of a grain of mustard seed and you tell this mountain to move, it will move. Okay. It's again, don't have fear of these things. You have within you that dominion, that right to be safe and secure where you are, okay, and not worry about princes and principalities and these dark entities that are shadow figures, okay. Genuine light has no shadow. Did you know that? Light, there's no shadow from the light. Light does not cast a shadow. Okay. The light itself does not cast a shadow. The shadow comes from the more mundane physical things. They will cast a shadow, but the light itself does not cast a shadow. There is no shadow in light. Okay. So if you remember that, there is no shadow in light. There is always dominion over that shadow entity. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. I know this is going to be a very controversial one, but it is what it is. Okay, we live in this plane of existence. There are a lot of stuff going on around here. Okay, but if you know and you understand and you have become that light, where the ideation of a separate persona ego form gets dismantled, okay, and you are aware 100%. This is different in a realized being. You're aware 100% of what is behind the universe, the seen and unseen things, that light beyond lights, that divine is, okay, that allows all of this to take place, yet it is not touched by any of the things that are manifesting. It is always pure, nothing touches it, okay. So if you know that, then again, this stuff becomes like, okay. You see the play and it's fine, and you gauge it or not, no harm, no foul, and you go forward. That's all. and now they say they found the God particle. Well, that's what it is the God particle. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. If this is not your cup of tea, just tune it out. Okay. That's fine too. But thanks for tuning in. For the new subscribers, don't forget to click it for the ticket. For those who've been around for a while, always good to have you here. And all we do is we come out and try to give as much light as we can, try to aid population to go forward in their own life, in their own existence. Everybody makes the journey at some time or another themselves. We all have to take the journey. Whether we do it now or we do it later, okay, it's up to you, okay. So thanks for tuning in. See you online. Have a great day. Aho.